Good evening and thank you for joining us for KPRC 2 News at 6. I'm Bill Barajas. New Year's Eve is a big drinking holiday, but there are two things that don't mix: drinking and driving. Last New Year's holiday, there were 65 different DUI crashes in the Houston area. 2 people were killed, and that's too many. And nobody knows the effects of drunk driving better than someone who has lost a loved one to it. KPRC 2's Gage Goulding joins us live now in South Houston. He is speaking with a mother who lost her 18-year-old daughter in a drunk driving crash. Gage?
Yeah, not only her 18-year-old daughter, but also a grandson due to another distracted driving crash. So if you could even just imagine losing 2 family members in 2 separate incidents years apart. It's just absolutely heartbreaking. And I appreciate you, Charisse, for inviting us into your home and sharing this story, especially, it's New Year's Eve holiday. It is a Saturday night, and we all know that it is a big drinking holiday. So, I mean, your daughter, Charisse, she was only 18 years old, right?
Yes, she was 18, about to go to college. It was devastating. It's just a hard pill to swallow, because a parent should never have to bury their child, and then their grandchild years later. Right?
And I think, a lot of people want to go out there and celebrate and ring in the new year and ring in a great year, but, sometimes people don't understand that what you can do and get on the roads afterwards can change their life and somebody else's life as well. What do you say to the people watching right now that might be going out to celebrate?
It's cheaper to get a Lyft or Uber or share rides with anybody than having to deal with a case, a DWI case that's not cheap. And then you want to spare other people from not having to get the call that we got on February 3rd.
What went through your mind, if you could take me back to February 3rd, 2020, when you got the call that your daughter was killed? What was that emotion inside?
It was disbelief at first, because I had just spoken to Destiny prior to her getting in the car. And to think that when they called and said, your daughter, my first thought was, whose daughter? Because I had just spoken to her. And, I think, had this kid went the other way that he was supposed to, this never would have happened. So it took me a while to just digest that she's gone. In my mind, I'm thinking she's off at school, but I know the realization that she's not coming back.
Well, Charisse, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And there are many resources out there for anybody celebrating New Year's Eve. There are different discounted programs, even the Metro. You can catch that for free starting at 6 New Year's Eve and running through 6 a.m. New Year's Day. So there are a lot of different options. Also, you were born with them. You got the 2 feet that you can walk with as well. So planning celebrations to get home and be within a walking distance as well could be a big kind of help to make sure that you get home, but everybody else gets home as well. Bill, back to you.
All right.